Well, hello. This is day 2 of the Danielle challenge from Mr. Google. Mr. Google is my AI, and that's what I call him, and he knows I like to call him that. That's his name. I know someone else who has named theirs Al. Isn't that funny? Okay, so Danielle's personal challenge. This is one about earthy and antique glow. We're going to use pecan or blueberry from the Prima Decadent Pies. Sleeping Beauty Turquoise is what he called it from Daniel Smith. Raw Umber from the Yashimoto because it's not in the Altenew. And Derwent Ink Tints Pencils in Antique White or Bark. I got them both out. The Antique White doesn't work very well when it's not as inky as some of the other ones are. You know what I mean? The Bark is like my favorite of all time. I love Bark. But the Antique White is very, well, it just don't show up. So, I think we're going to start off with getting some wetness down. We have my, oh, this is the Tropicals. What did he say, Tropicals? No, he said Prima Pies. Okay, so hold on a second. Okay, Decadent Pies. The only problem that I have with the Prima is that most of the time they only have numbers. They don't have the color that goes with the number. And it's very frustrating to me. I don't like that. I don't like that. I would rather have the number because I'd rather have the color because I need to know what I'm doing. So I'm going to assume that this is pecan since it is the brown one. And I'm going to also assume that one of these two blues are blueberry. I don't know which one. So we're going to get them both wet. And we're going to just see which one suits our fancy. Okay, so we're going to let those get wet. And then we're going to go over here to the Yashimoto, which is actually, it's not raw umber. I think it's burnt sienna. Let me look on my cheat sheet over here. I can't find it. It's probably right in front of my face. But we're going to do this brown one because that's what he said to do. We have also the turquoise in Daniel Smith. Okay, so we're going to start this off same way we started off the last one because that's the way I like to do it. I got fresh paint, I got fresh water, and I haven't used any of these in forever. I'm going to try to even get closer to the edge of the page on this one. Ooh, we got a little green there already. Cool. I don't know where that came from. I'm just going to get it wet as close to the edge of the page as I can, because then I can make it into one of those lovely little books, and that would be fun. It is difficult to make them into books with the watercolor paper, especially the heavy-duty one like this. This is a heavy-duty watercolor paper, because you have to glue the pages together. And yeah, maybe I'll show you that after. We'll do that after the 28 days. I'll show you what I did with some of these. That'll be a good idea. It's not like a bonus. It's like extension of the 28 days. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean, Vern? Oh my goodness, that is a pretty color. I like it so very much. So beautiful. Muy macho. Let's get a little extra water. Because a little extra water makes things go. Oh boy. You guys are going to get to know me better because seriously, this is what I like. I like making backgrounds. I like blopping paint. I like to do the artsy fartsy stuff. It's just so pretty. And yes, my other challenge is painting things like a feather. Today was a feather. Tomorrow is, I don't know what tomorrow is. I have to go look. But here is the pecan. Wow! Oh, I didn't expect that to be. Zowie. Oh, my stars. That's intense, man. We're going to have to, like, lighten that up, I guess. Or maybe we'll just put some water in it and see what happens. Oh, a happy accident. As our good friend Bob Ross used to say. Bob Ross? Bob Ross? I don't know. Anyhow, okay, now we're going to go into this one, which is another brown, but this is burnt sienna. I don't remember. Oh, it's not going to give me very much color. It's not like the other one. I've been scrubbing on this one, and it's not doing anything. So we're going to scrub it a little more. See if we can get a little more. Yeah, there's a little bit more. Yeah, that's still very dark. Super duper. Okay, so I was thinking we might need more of the turquoise, but we still have blues to go through. Oh my goodness, that looks pretty in the camera. I'm going to go with the lighter of the two blues first, just to see what... Oh my goodness, that is light blue? Heavens to Murgatroyd. Exit stage left. Yeah, that is just as bold and holy cow as the last one. My stars. That's something. That is something. Yes. Okay, let's do a little bit of this darker one in there. See how that... I'm kind of scared. Oh, that's nice. That's nicer. Ish. I don't know. I don't mind that I put that bright blue around the edges because, yeah, why not? Yeah. So far, this is huge. This is like... This is big color. This is like... I don't know. This is... But I'm all about it. We're not gonna shy away. We're gonna do exactly what we're told. And I'm going to... you might think it's weird, but after this, I will show Mr. Google what we came up with, what I came up with. And I don't like... It's not like a critique. It's more like... I don't know. Have you tried it? Because if you haven't tried it, don't knock it till you try it. Okay, so we haven't lost the turquoise really, but I think I want a little extra turquoise just because the turquoise is so pretty and I don't want to lose it completely. And it does play nicely with the other colors. I mean... I'm not one to say I would never pick these colors to go or to use because I would. I would be like, I wonder what happens if you mix this dark pecan and turquoise and see what color you come up with. That's the kind of thing that I would do. I would most definitely be like, I wonder what would happen if you mix these two colors together. And see what they come up with. Kind of like a muddy mess. Yeah. So all these are going to be about doing this. Seeing what happens with this. Now this part over here is a little wet for my liking, so I'm going to dab up a little bit of this because that is just never going to dry. I mean, it will. But it's going underneath the little clippy thing, and I don't want that to happen. You can also pick it up, move it around a bit, and see what happens with a little bit of flow. You know what I mean? Look at that granulation. Sometimes that just happens on a watercolor paper because a watercolor paper has so much texture to it. Sometimes it's actually the paint. I can't move this whole book because... the other one behind it has still got wet spots, and there is a bowl in there holding it up to see. Okay, so I'm going to, I like to do this a little bit when it's like sop up a little bit of that, but you're also taking a little bit of the color. I don't want to take a lot of the color. I just want to keep it from being, you know, or maybe you don't know. I don't know. What do you think? I'd like to hear what you think. Okay, so the other part of this was, when it's tacky, not bone dry, but not a puddle. I want you to scratch in some lines or doodles to see how the pencils react. Okay, first things first, let's see how the white reacts, because I haven't had a good chance to, yeah. Okay, so see, it's picking up the other colors. It's not really doing what it should do, I think. It's not really doing anything. So we're not going to do that one because it's just not doing anything. I have other white we can try later. But this one, the bark, should. We can just make some marks. Well, that looks like I wrote words. I love this color. Even on its own, it's just really, really pretty. It's so gorgeous. And it's very nice to just blend highlights and lowlights, because the highlights come from where you don't put it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And then you can still go back in here and give it a little water and get it moving. And see what happens. Yeah. So I have all kinds of questions for you guys. I don't know if you want to hear it or if you want to answer, but if you want to answer, what would be a great question? Let's see. What do you have for dinner tonight? What are you going to do for dinner? I still have to go figure out dinner. Okay, so I'm not as crazy about it with the marks, but what if we did a little bit of like just and it is still a puddle over here, but now that we got the marks, we might as well go for it, right? What do you think? I would love to hear what you think. We're on 13 minutes. Okay, this is not too long. Okay, let's just try the white again. Let's get the white wet, because these are really good at their ink, but I'll get it wet for a second and see what happens. Give it a little minute, and then we'll go right by this one, and then we'll give it a second and see if it dries a different color. I have yet to see the white do anything. Even when you're coloring with it, it doesn't really do anything. I mean, it could be a good blending tool. That's kind of interesting. What do you think? I think the Derwent Inktense pencils are just the bomb. The bomb diggity, man. They are just... Oh, it makes it kind of creamy. Not quite so stark. Yeah. Very interesting. But, like everybody says, you only have wasted art stuff if you don't use it. So if you have art stuff and you're not using it, use it. Don't let it just sit there and go to waste. Okay, I'm going to say we're going to leave the rest of it the way it is and see what happens, because, like, it's turning some of this a little creamy. Some of it's not doing anything to, really. I don't know. I just don't know. Let's try a little bit up here real quick. Oh, more water. I know not what to do with this one. But also, if I show him, Mr. Google, what happened with the colors that he provided, the ideas, the thoughts that he said, okay, so I think these will be good together. If I show him that, then at least he'll be able to be like, okay, so this worked and that didn't work, and I'm hoping. But use everything for God's purpose. That's what I think. God gives us everything. Whether it is some person who is creating AI. I mean, he knows. He's not out there in space going, oh, I didn't ever see this coming. He knows. He knows what's coming. He knows what's happening. He's in charge. He hears everything. He sees everything. Don't put God in a box. Keep him. Keep him in your pocket. Keep him close. Maybe not pocket. But keep him close. And remember, he's always got your back. And there's nothing that happens in this world that is surprising for God. Nothing. Okay. I'm not going to touch it no more. I'm going to leave it alone. We'll see what happens. And we'll let it dry. Okay, so this one, I wanted to show you close up. Look at all of that granulation. It is just amazing. And the colors do go together. I'm shocked. I'm literally shocked. Because I didn't think that this was going to look like anything. And I don't know. You could still make this into a book because it would be absolutely gorgeous as a book. You could cut it down. You could leave it with the white edges. Whatever you want to do. When this study is over and I've done the 28 days, then I will ask, is there any that you really want to see made into a book? And then we'll go from there and we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll draw some things on them. I don't know, but I'm going to fill up this entire book. This entire watercolor book full of challenges. And I'm excited. What do you think? I hope you have a great day. I hope everything in your area is coming up totally wonderful. And I hope that you enjoy this painting session. Parts me did, parts me didn't. I think we're going to go ahead and do number 3, and we'll see what Mr. Google comes up with number 3. So, God bless. I hope you have a great day. Let's talk to you soon. Goodbye.